Hey guys, so I just wanted to jump in here kind of a couple days before we start, as this is beginning the weekend before our official big kickoff day one on Monday. And I just wanted to kind of introduce myself a little bit and share with you some of my top tips for success. So my name is Eileen and I've been coaching for about 18 months now. And I not only myself have done this journey. I started way overweight and before getting pregnant lost 42 pounds with this process, and so it's something I'm really passionate about and I really believe in. But I've also helped a lot of different people be really successful and lose a lot of weight and make healthy choices their lifestyle habit. And so I just wanted to come in, and I've got a little list right here that is going to kind of help me share with you the best ways to be successful over this 21, 30, 60, 90 day journey, and hopefully beyond that. And so my first thing is going to be clear out all of the junk. So all of the chips, the cookies, the candy, the processed foods, TV dinners, frozen pizzas, all of that junk. Just throw it away. Don't buy it. Scratch it off your grocery list. It's not worth it. It's just going to tempt you, and you will have moments of weakness. And if those are not in your house, it will be just so much easier to not give in to those, or you just won't struggle with that as much if you don't have it in your house. Now, of course, if you live with roommates or you have kids, or your husband or your significant other is not doing this with you, that's a little bit more difficult. And so those types of things, like maybe just put them out of sight, out of mind, kind of a place for you. Like if you have a place you go to usually where you keep your snacks, take what's there and move it, and make it a little less accessible to you, and put your usual go-to spot, fill it with healthy snacks, things like that, which you can find in your guidebook, or we'll talk more about over the course of the next couple weeks, and just lots of different great options for healthy snacking. And so that's my first tip. My second thing is going to be meal plan. So one of the biggest things I found with this whole entire process is failing to plan is like planning to fail. And so having a meal plan, going through, starting with a meal plan, putting something together in the weekend or the beginning of the week, or however works best for your schedule, is going to be one of your best tools for success. And so if you are just now starting out, your coach, if you bought a challenge pack, your coach should have given you some kind of 3-week meal plan to kind of help you get started or go off of. Or if you're maybe in here with the free trial, you can see if your coach has like a week meal plan to kind of help you get started with. So reach out to your coach and they can help you with that. The next thing is going to be to go grocery shopping and plan ahead and make a list when you go to the grocery store and stick to that list. One of my biggest things is when I first started this, I found I was saving so much money because I was not impulse buying when I was in the grocery store, because I was making a list for exactly what I needed for my meal plan, for my snacks and all of that kind of stuff, and I was sticking to it. So that's important. Then when you get home, meal prep. So you've got all this amazing yummy food. Now you're like, okay, well, what do I do with it? You're thinking, I've got a really busy week, I've got early mornings, I'm like not gonna have time for breakfast, whatever. Like if you make your Shakeology with certain amounts of fruit, cut up that fruit and put it in a baggie so you already have that ready to just toss in your blender with your Shakeology. You can cook up a bunch of your proteins, or steam a bunch of your veggies, or cook your rice, or whatever it is that you are making for your meal plan. And you can make certain things in advance in bulk, and then go ahead and portion those out ahead of time for each day, or each meal, or however your plan is to do it. And your coach can kind of help you figure out what's best for you and get that in your fridge. So then when the meal time comes, you know, or you're in a crunch or something comes up, because believe me, something will come up, you already have a meal already done, already in your fridge, healthy, that is not going to throw you off track, that's going to just fuel you to deal with whatever life is throwing at you. And so that is going to be my next tip for success, is basically the food portion of this, is, you know, kind of getting that down pat is going to be really important, because nutrition, we can work out all day long, but if we eat like garbage, we're not going to be healthy. So that's kind of my tips for nutrition. The next thing is going to be, this is not an easy thing to do, and I'm sure that if you're in this group and you're working to like lose weight or get healthier or improve some blood test results or whatever, you know that this is kind of a difficult thing. So set some realistic, attainable goals for yourself, and your coach can kind of help you do that if you already haven't kind of talked about what goals are for you. And then when you're setting those goals, also set like rewards for yourself, because even if they're little goals, like you know, not even just like weight goals, like non-scale victory type goals, like for instance, like fitting into a certain pair of jeans a little bit better, or being able to more easily get down on the floor and play with your kids, noticing a substantial amount of more energy, things like that. Well, those are great signs that you are improving, that you're hitting your goals. So you're moving closer and closer towards a healthier lifestyle. So, you know, that's a big deal. And so a lot of people struggle with those basic things. And so setting rewards for yourself is going to be, non-food rewards, I might add, is going to be really important. They don't have to be big. I mean, it could be, you know, a nap, a bubble bath, you know, if like for the guys in this group, it could be just maybe a round of golf, or you know, just relaxing, going fishing, something that, you know, it doesn't have to be massive, you know, thing. It can be a new pair of jeans or whatever. And so that's going to be super important. The other thing is going to be to toss out all of the excuses. So I was like the queen of excuses when I started, and I still struggle with excuses. It's just the human way, but I just challenge you to kind of go into this saying, I'm determined, like, I'm going to do this. I can do this. Nothing is going to stand in my way, and make this your mission. Make your health and making yourself healthier your mission from like before day one. So today, you know, kind of think about that. Like, why are you doing this? You know, I know, for instance, some of my people, like, they're overweight and they want to be healthier. They're looking to improve some test results to get their doctors off their back. They're wanting to be more agile, to live longer and play with their grandkids, or they're looking to maybe fit into that bikini, things like that. I know for myself, I'm doing this to have my healthiest pregnancy yet. I'm 24 weeks pregnant, and so you know, I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm continuing on with my healthy choices. So I just challenge you to kind of toss out all of the excuses and decide now that you are going to do this, and that you're going to make this work. Like, it's non-negotiable. You're going to make it work. And then my last thing is going to be, hide the scale. So do your measurements, do your, you know, your initial weigh-in, take your before pictures. I know you're thinking, ooh, I don't want pictures of this, you know, but trust me, you are going to want those before pictures. Nobody has to see them but you, unless you want to share them to help maybe motivate somebody else after you have results or whatever. But I really challenge you to go ahead and take those pictures. You will want them, I promise you. And then, you know, my last kind of thing is just go all in. You know, you are, for those of you who have bought a challenge pack, you know, you've invested in this. You've got some skin in the game. And so even though, you know, there's, you know, the money back guarantee and all of that good stuff, you know, this is your life. And so I just really challenge you, just go all in. Like, you have nothing to lose but weight and inches. And you've just going to gain a healthier lifestyle, and you're going to feel better, and you're going to be so glad that you did. So anyways, I'm just so excited to be doing this with you guys, and we're going to have lots of different tips you're going to hear from me on Tuesdays and Fridays on lots of different tips and recipes and stuff like that. And so I'm really excited to do this with you guys, and I hope you have a great weekend getting all set up and prepped, because we are going at it on Monday. Bye guys.